about that today.
Hola chicos y chicos. So now our favorite subject of all times, man talk. And we always love to talk about men. Men.
Men.
Lots of men.
But we can't ever get enough because our minds are so worlds apart from each other. We think so different. They think so different. We expect them to
do one thing.
They
do another.
Or understand what we're thinking. So
it's like
just
once you think you've
time.
got it figured out,
yeah,
it changes on you in just
and
a hot second.
But how do you But how do you think they feel? Because once they think they have you figured out,
right,
we change.
Well, the great thing about women is that we never know what we want. That's a secret.
Yes, right.
So we don't. So then they don't know what we want.
That's
we
a
don't
secret.
know.
Yeah.
Because what I wanted yesterday may not be what I want tomorrow.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And as far as that goes, we may know what we want long term, but from a minute from now, I may want ice cream, and then I may change my mind and want, like, I don't know, chips instead.
But that's part of life. Things change, right? So I guess just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Would probably be the best advice. I think I have that issue. I think too much about things sometimes.
Analyze.
Like what's happening tomorrow, what's going to happen next year.
You don't live enough.
I don't live in the moment sometimes. So that's my New Year's resolution.
I'm guilty. Guilty.
Living in the moment.
So what's our main talk?
So our man talk today is investing in relationships. How much we invest in relationships, because sometimes we fail. Like the stock market is so easy. Say when you compare it to the stock market, we invest.
Yeah.
As soon as that doesn't work, we just stop doing it.
Pull out, exactly.
Right. But it's so different in relationships. We always keep trying. Right?
Yeah.
Why y'all laughing over there?
Nothing, let's keep going. We're being silly.
We know, we know what you mean.
We know what you mean.
What do you think?
And Madonna was on last night, or the other night, giving an interview about that, and the anchor asked her, so, you know, after you've had so many relationships, do you ever get burned out on, you know, the idea of being in love? And she said, well, we all know that there's no perfect, you know, relationship, there's no perfect love, but I'm a hopeless romantic and I keep doing it. It's like that.
Yeah. I think we got so messed up ever since we were 8 years old with that Cinderella story.
Yeah.
Man, they tracked us up there.
Yeah, they did.
Cinderella.
Desde allí estábamos, how do you say doomed for life in Spanish? How do you say that in Spanish? Does anyone know?
No.
Doomed for life? Okay, we'll figure it out later.
The investing part, do you invest what time in the relationship? Because it could be early. So you do invest your time and you invest effort and you try to work things out as best as you can. But when it comes to you getting in fights and arguments and it's so repetitive, do you then stop investing?
Never.
You know, like, because that's like a marriage. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I
Not
think
that you fight
women
like that.
also like to think that they can fix men.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
and fix the
We like
relationship.
projects.
Like little projects, yeah. Like sometimes a guy, you see that there's potential.
Yeah.
And I know there's some friends that I have, and they're like, oh, he's hot and he's sexy, and you know this and this about him is great. But she's like, but I can fix that.
And that's
Yeah, right.
a big
Okay.
mistake.
You wanna
That's a
train.
big mistake that us women do because we think we can.
You try to
we think
train
we can.
your guy into being something that you want them to be.
My
The
theory is
ideal
people
guy
don't
for you.
change. The weather does.
Well, no, I think it's more on the thoughts of, you know, I think I can bring that side of him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always guilty of going, I think I can bring that out in him. Maybe he doesn't even know it's there.
Yeah.
It's wishful thinking, though.
Right.
Because he is going to be how he wants to be. Now, he may be more polite or more chivalrous with you by opening a door or something. But as far as his attitude and what he thinks about and, you know, things of that nature for the long term, you can't change a person, and I don't think you should. You should be with a person because you like that person and what they already bring to the table.
That's right. And you should always invest to the fullest, because then if you're always skeptical about investing, and I know it's scary to invest so much time and so much effort, and that's why we have to be careful on investing on bad relationships and trying to figure out if it's relationship investing for it's the same like business.
The hard part about it is you don't know that it's like a bad investment until you're already in it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, 9 times out of 10,
stock market.
you'll have the signs.
Like the stock market.
Exactly. Once you've lost everything.
Right.
Yeah. Then you're
Well,
like,
I don't know.
want it.
Sometimes that tiger needs to be tamed. Speaking of
Tigers.
taming tigers, I have some emails here that I want to share, and maybe we can help this guy out. This is from Jack, and he writes, I've been hanging out a lot with this woman that I met randomly, and we seemed like we were really hitting it off from the start. I was attracted to her from the moment I saw her, and thought she felt the same way. I was totally surprised and confused when I tried to kiss her the other day and she got angry. This isn't the first time that this happened to me. I'm not even a fast-moving guy, but sometimes I don't understand women at all. Why do women come on to me if they aren't interested in me. So I
You're
guess
he's the type of guy that it seems like he stays in the friend zone.
yeah.
Oh, that dreaded zone, because once you get there, there's no getting out.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
You know, maybe she just didn't want to kiss at that time.
Oh, everybody
I've
wants to
been
kiss.
guilty of, like-
Everybody wants to kiss. If you're
No,
into somebody,
that's not true.
it's just a kiss.
No, that is not true. I'm very weird about kissing.
Well, that's a given. Of course you are.
But if you're dating a guy, if you've
You
gone
can
on
be
more than
dating
one
him, but
date,
you don't have to. No, you don't have to kiss him just because it's more than the first date. That's
Well,
so,
if you like him.
It's my lips. Like you.
I know, but if you're liking it, if you like him and you want to, like, I
You
don't
can
know.
like him, but you don't have to kiss him right away. I mean, I've gone weeks
Yeah.
without kissing someone. My thing is, I do it on my time. It's not going to be on your time. So you're going to wait for when I'm ready. And if
So
you
then
try
do
to
you
force
kiss
me,
him?
You're going to be forceful with the rest of the relationship.
Do you lean in towards him or what?
No, that's teasing. See.
So when
that's
do you
negative.
when do you
But
let
how
him-
do you? How is he supposed to know when you're ready?
when you're
though?
ready? Yeah.
When you kiss him,
So you kiss him.
I will if I want to.
Okay.
That's right. I
See,
have to
I
agree
wouldn't
with
do
you.
that.
So you're
you see.
aggressive when
When I
you're
wanna
ready.
be.
When you're ready.
Or I'll just say, look, kiss me already.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to be like, going
Yeah.
in for the kiss.
Encimoso.
No. I will never see you again
Yeah.
if you do that.
Yeah,
And
but
I think-
they don't know us. We know your personality, and we
True.
know that. But a guy that meets you for the first time will not know that.
Wait,
But for the first time, he still shouldn't be trying to go
But wait.
tonsil hopping.
But if he's,
Well, of
but
course
maybe
It's been a while.
But he said it seems like she's into him and stuff. So she's giving the signals off. How is he supposed to know? Oh, I'm not supposed to kiss her. You know what I mean? So if I'm giving off vibes like come and kiss me and puckering my lips
he
and
needs
whatnot,
to turn
then
the tables and act uninterested, just a little bit.
Yeah, that'll work.
And so, and then she'll be like, okay, what's wrong with me? Why
That'll
doesn't he
work.
want to do this and this and
that's
this?
very true
So there
because
you
girls
go.
go nuts over that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And then
So we
she'll
hope
be
we
like,
helped you out there.
come here.
Hard to get.
yeah.
So what's our next one? Do we have
Oh
another
yes, sorry.
She got excited.
I was thinking about kisses and stuff. Okay, Maria writes, I'm writing you because I'm seriously at my wits' end with my husband of 7 years. We have 2 beautiful little girls, and I really thought that we would always be the happiest couple in the world. Last year, my husband got promoted as a vice president of his company, which was great because it meant a better pay and benefits. For the first 3 months, he worked long hours, but after a while, things went back to normal because he got used to the new job. Things were good until he started working long hours again about 4 months ago. At first, he said that it would only be for a few days, but obviously that was a lie. We don't go out together anymore, and I just don't know where to turn. If things don't change, I may ask him to leave. I don't know if he's cheating or if he's really working late. Please
Wow, that's
help.
like a really long email. We're probably gonna have to
I
answer
was
that
like,
when we
have to
come
get
back
back.
from commercials.
Yeah.
So we'll answer that when we come back. For
Yes.
Sure.
I guess we'll come back to that, so be sure to stay tuned. And we have a lot of advice, I guess, for this because